Hi. Well, I am nearby the stream and a mountain pass to Hiei Mountain nearby Kyoto, Japan. And I just made a video about liverworts, and then I looked around and said, okay, maybe I can show you some green mosses and ferns as well, just to compare all three groups together. So they're all present around. What are green mosses? So mosses in general is a group of three components, of three big taxonomic units. One is the liverworts, which I just showed it to you. This is a liverwort. One are green mosses. This is more or less new, but I will show them in a minute. And also the third one is a quite rare group of cornworts. So all three groups have one similarity. They typically form their green body very close to substrate and don't keep water in the body. They depend on external water very much. So if environment is dry, then mosses will dry out. And if environment is wet, then mosses will accumulate water back. They also have very specific sexual life. So the green body, this is green body of mosses or green body of liverworts, will make sexual cells. There will be egg cell and of course moving sperm cell. So sperm cell will move to the egg cell, but this is a problem. You already understand, I think, because like we are on land and plants don't have legs, so they must use some external agent to allow sperm cell to swim to the egg cell. And this is of course water. So mosses use water to help sperm cell to fertilize egg cell. And then after fertilization there will be zygote. And that zygote will grow. That's most important part. They will grow into what? So you can see that in moss. It's some brown sticks here, and that brown stick will terminate with some bigger brown organ which is full of spores. So this thing, like if I separate it, I don't want to damage the plant, so I think you will see it. So this is the green part and this is the brown part. This brown part is the descendant of fertilized egg cell. So it has a double number of chromosomes, and these are different bodies. So this thing is not a one plant, it's two. So green part is mother plant with single number of chromosomes, and the brown thing is a daughter plant with a double number of chromosomes. So this is a chimera, so a combination of two different genotypes. So mosses are double plants. Why so? Well, again, this is because to fertilize you need water, they should be low. But to make spores distribute, you need wind, and then you should grow up. That's the conflict. So mosses cannot grow very big because they will need water. They also cannot keep water in the body. And they must have wind to distribute spores. So this brown part should go tall as possible. So there's two disruptive forces in mosses life cycle. So liverworts or green mosses, they both have this problem. So green mosses are widespread. They slightly better adapted to the absence of water comparing with liverworts, but still need the water at least once in their life cycle to fertilize egg cells with sperm cells. And then they need to grow their diploid sporangial body to distribute spores as wide as possible. And from each spore, the new green body will grow again. And again, the mosses cannot grow very big. And that's a problem because they must grow big to overcome other plants. Competition for the light is one of the most important factors in the plant ecology and evolution. So how to overcome situation? Well, the only possible way is to completely reorganize the life cycle. So let that brown thing grow infinitely, and we must also make it photosynthetic. So instead of being brown, it will be green. It will be growing, branching, start to be green, but this small green body will be small and will be needed only for fertilization. And what is it? That's a fern. So these green leaves are analogous to these brown organs of muscles. So they producing spores. Sometimes, not here, no, but sometimes you can see spores typically on the back side of this leaf. So these things are analogous. And what are green parts with single amount of chromosomes? They typically grow underneath the first fern plant, and they will wait for fertilization with water, exactly like moss. So ferns restructured their life cycle. The diploid parts start to be big, their haploid parts start to be very small, and from that point evolution went more straightforward towards the acquiring of seed and making seed plants. Thank you very much.